clash here on Tobacco Road. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know that having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They just keep firing. Find space on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Right back to the well. Slithers into space. They finally get to him. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have...
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Let's talk for a second about NC State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. He'll keep it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Wilson will throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs to buy some time. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked off his feet. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Clark. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires and a big pickup on that one. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Snagged in the middle, it's McCutcheon. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fears the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back and caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wilson to pass. He's got him. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. NC State going up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Looking downfield very late in the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Wilson will throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Can't get him to the ground. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's McCutcheon. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. Hard running there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He got it. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wilson to pass. Pressure coming. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Punch it out of the air. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many
fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Rush is on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's caught. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice move there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go up top on second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the wing all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Wilson will throw. Quick strike complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. NC State will try to close the deal and run out the clock. Got enough for the first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays